Hopefully the audio on this video isn't too bad, but hello beautiful people and welcome back to another video by your girl here, Bubbly Beauty. I'm trying out something a little different for this video. As you can see, I have a bit of a different setup, but today I'm going to be trying on some scrubs. So for my job, I am kind of vague about it, but I am a doctor at one of the hospitals in my town, and right now, because of COVID restrictions, we are all wearing scrubs. And while that's nice that our work does actually provide scrubs for us, the scrubs that they provide are not good. Let's just put it that way. They fit, like, their shapes are like literal tubes, like little straight up and down rectangles that then if I size up to fit my butt and my hips, the waist is like out to here and I have to cinch it in like crazy in order for it to fit me. But I also figured that maybe I could find some scrubs in some nicer cuts, more flattering cuts for women, and in some nicer fabrics, hopefully. Some of them not so much, but some of them are a bit better. And there was a scrub company called Jaanuu, and it looked really interesting. Now, admittedly, the scrub prices were a little bit expensive, so I'm not sure I would necessarily recommend them unless you're looking for more bougie, nicely cut scrubs, which I was. And I spent a lot of money, but for me it's a business expense, so I can write it off. The scrubs that I buy are for my work, so I can wear them at the hospital. So, as I said, for me, the cost wasn't a big barrier, but they are quite expensive. Now, I did get these for either 20 or 25% off. I can't remember how much because I bought them during Nurses Week. So these were a bit cheaper, and so I decided to go for it. As I said, I did spend over $1,000 on scrubs, so I am going to do this in two parts. So part 1 and part 2, which I should be releasing kind of 1 week right after the other, and hopefully you enjoy my scrub try on and haul. And I wanted to do it this way because then I could show you like how many pockets they have, where the pockets are, how they fit, and just kind of give you an overall vibe of the clothing. I pulled your camera back very far so that way you can see my whole body from my head to my feet. I rarely wear shoes in the house, like I don't wear them in the house, and I don't like to wear socks when it's really hot, so excuse my bare feet. But I'm going to be trying these on without those because it's already a little too humid with the studio lights and just it's a humid day. So bear with me, but let's get to trying on the scrubs. So this one I tried again to get as many different ones as possible. There are some repeats which did backfire on me in one instance, but in another instance it did not. So this here is the women's mock wrap tulip top in ciel blue, 3X, and it was $32. And these are the women's 8 pocket slim cargo pants in ciel blue, and it's a 3X, and these were $38. So I think I mentioned it in my previous video, but there's two different lines in that there's the Flex Ricks and the Spin Ricks line. And so the Spin Ricks, 65% rayon, 30% nylon, and 5% spandex. And the Flex Ricks line is 76% polyester, 18% rayon, and 6% spandex. So even just kind of knowing beforehand, I would have assumed that the Spin Ricks would be my favorite to start with, and it is. So this top I actually got in the previous haul as well in a different color, and it's the mock wrap to the top, and I really like it. So it's got this like wrap detail here, it's got 2 pockets, it is super comfortable, like I have enough room on the sleeves. I love this color, it looks really nice, and just this top is very flattering. Like I really like how this top is. The bottoms, however, not as much. So it's funny because in the Spin Ricks, the 3X feels almost a little bit too big, whereas in the Flex Ricks, it's too small. So especially right around here, this is where I had the problem with my last pair of pants from this line. I think they're different kinds, but I had the problem right here. And this is where I have the problem as well, is they're a little bit too snug around my thighs. Like I can't really get them up as much as I need to. Like I'm going to chafe because the crotch is down here, my actual crotch is like up here. So that's a little unfortunate for these pants. Now in terms of the 8 pockets, let's see, there's 1, 2 here, 3, 4, and then 5, 6. I guess there's a little one 7 there. I'm not quite sure where that 8th pocket is though, to be honest. There's a tiny little inner pocket in here. So that might be where the 8th pocket is. But these aren't bad. They're just, I wish they fit a bit better. They're just a little bit snug on the thighs. If they weren't as snug and like I could get them up all the way, I think that I would really like these. Like they're a good length. I love the matching color. It's just they're a little bit too snug. So if they weren't snug, they would be a win. Because they're a little bit too snug, they're a loss. Like I can still wear them. They're just not as comfortable. And some of the other pairs were extremely comfortable. But this top, I love this scrub top. So I feel like I will wear this scrub top. Again, similar to the last video that I said, where the pants didn't really fit, is if I have patients that I'm taking care of who aren't COVID positive or suspected COVID, then I would wear this top, but with jeans as my scrub uniform. So that is this one. I really like this top though, and I love this color. It's kind of like a baby blue, but it's got a gray tone to it, so it's really flattering. I really like it. Okay, so this is the women's 4-pocket V-neck top in the color wine, and it's in a 3X, and it was $32. And these are the women's high-waist yoga pant, they're color wine as well, a 3X, and these were $38. I really like this as well. So before, everything that said mid-rise I felt like was pretty high-rise, but this is extremely high-rise. Like my bra line is right here and the pants end right here. Like there's almost no separation, but they're really comfortable. So this top does have 4 pockets, 1, 2, 3, and 4. There's a tiny little one in here as well. So, and I like the V-neck. Again, the sleeves are really comfortable. This seems to be made out of both the top and bottom seem to be made out of the Spinrix, or the more rayon based fabric. So I quite like them. And the bottoms, they're quite high-waisted, so I don't worry about them falling down. They actually fit a bit better through here than the last pair did. They're still not snug. I still have lots of room right here, but they fit a bit better. They feel a bit more secure than the other pair of high-waisted yoga pants. They don't have an elastic, but again, they come up so high and they're so well fitted up here that I'm not worried. And they still go down to the floor, which is nice. Like not super far that they're going to be dragging in the ground, but they will cover my ankles into my shoes. So that is good. For pockets on these ones, they have one right here with another zippered component, so 2. Another one right here. So the 3 pockets. It's a little sparse on the pockets, but again, it's more of a yoga pant style, so I can kind of see why. Because with these ones, because they don't have a drawstring, if you put too much in them, they will fall down. Oh, there's another pocket right in here too in the waistband. So 4 pockets. Not bad, not bad. Still a decent amount of pockets. And these are super comfy again. Like this as well feels like PJs. Like I could sleep in them, which makes them perfect for my work. You want to be super comfy, but also feel like you can move. And these feel like I could do that. Like I feel like I could move around and do my job, but also super comfy. Like I could sleep if I have a moment on call where I need to go to a call room and just sleep. So I like them. They feel really nice. I love this color. I think this color looks really good on me. And it's really flattering and I quite like it. So these ones are another win. I love this pair. Yay! So this set is the women's signature peplum top in the 3X in black, and it was $32. And these are the women's essential drawstring pant in 3X in black, and these were $33. So both of these are the Flexrix, again, the more polyester based material. Now this peplum really isn't much of a peplum. It's cut fairly straight, which is a little weird. Normally with peplums they cinch and then they flare, but this is like got the band for it, but it's pretty much a solid box. So that's a little unfortunate. It is really comfy around my sleeves and around my chest, so I will give it that. It's got lots of room up here. It's just a little bit snug on my waist. It does have 2 pockets right here, and otherwise the top is actually pretty nice. Like, so even though it's polyester based, it still feels really breathable and light. So I actually will wear this top. Like I really like it. The pants unfortunately suffer the same problem. The waist is nice and fits well. These ones do have a bit more room around the thighs, but they're still too snug here. These ones are actually feeling a little bit snug around my calves as well. So not the best. They do have 2 pockets right here and 2 bum pockets. And these are more simple. They have this little slit here at the ankles for the bottoms of the pants, and they do come down to a nice length. But again, they just don't come up enough in the crotch. The crotch is here. My actual crotch is like up here. So there's like that much space. So it's not the best fit in terms of the pants, but these ones are much more comfortable than the other ones. But again, with the drop crotch, I will chafe. That's the big problem with the drop crotch, is that they might fit, but they don't fit properly. So I can't pull them up high enough. And then that means that I'm going to chafe because I'm walking around the hospital all freaking day. So that's the downside. If they loosen up, if I wash them, that's great. If they shrink, I'm screwed. However, the top is definitely a win. I like the top. Again, kind of 50-50 on this pair. I think that for pants, scrub bottoms in the future, I'm just gonna have to go with the spin ricks only. Whereas like the flex ricks tops, I can get away with. I might not want to because they are mostly polyester based. So they might not be as breathable. They are definitely thinner, so they might be more breathable because they're thinner than the spin ricks ones, but the tops are fine in the 3X in this fabric, but they're not so fine on the bottoms. Whereas with the other style or fabric, the bottoms actually feel like I could go down to maybe even 2X. So the sizing is different depending on the type that you get. So keep that in mind. So this is the women's signature tulip top in navy and a 3X. And these are the women's 5-pocket mesh step hem pant in a 3X in navy. The top was $35 and the bottoms were $38. This one I'm actually surprised. So these are the Flexworks pants, but they actually fit, and they fit well. Like they're a little bit snug on my calves of all places, but these ones actually fit pretty decently. So these ones are a win, which is nice. And the top is very similar to that gold front zip top. The sleeves are a little more snug. They're not like tight. And overall, I think it looks pretty good. This one is kind of a win. They're both in the Flexworks material, but they actually fit pretty well. So this top has 2 big pockets here and another small little pocket on the inside of this pocket here on the top. And then on the bottoms, they have these cool panels here and like a mesh bit right here too that actually probably why they fit a bit better maybe. They have 1, 2 zippered pockets here and then another pocket here. So 3 pockets so far and a 4th pocket on the bum. As I said, they're a tiny bit snug on the calves, but that's not really a deal breaker. I mean, I sometimes wear jeggings and they feel like a pair of jeggings. So they're a little snug, but they're not too bad. And they go all the way down to my ankles and they taper in kind of nicely too, actually. So they look a bit like a jegging. And they've got an adjustable waistband, which I really like, which sits really comfortably. Again, these ones I would say are more like mid to high rise. So not super high rise, but they actually, I can pull them up all the way so I'm not gonna chafe, which is a bonus for these ones. So these ones I can actually wear. This one is a win. And I like the navy color as well, actually. So these are probably the closest in color to the actual scrubs that are available at my work. So this one I might blend in a little bit better. So that is this outfit, which I quite like, especially with this kind of peplumy tulip top. It gives like a cinch and then it flares, and then because of these pants, the way that they are kind of like hugging my curves and then going in, so it kind of makes me look pretty hourglass even though they're scrubs. So I gotta admit, that's actually kind of a nice little look. These ones make me feel confident. I like these. So I'm not gonna wear this one too long because it's hot. But this is a jacket that I got. It feels more like the Spinrex material, so the soft fabric, but I actually think it's more like the Flexworks. I'll have to take a look at it after I get it off. This is the women's warm-up hoodie jacket in black in a 3X. And it was the most expensive piece. It was $74. It seems weird that in the middle of summer, I'm buying a hoodie jacket for work. Hear me out. In the hospital, there are areas where it gets super cold. And I don't know if anybody else experiences this as well, but when you're on call and you're about 20-ish hours into your shift, and it's like, you know, 4 in the morning, you get cold for no reason. You're just cold because it's late and you've been up for a ridiculously long amount of time, and you're just cold because of the time, how long you've been up. It doesn't really matter what the temperature actually is. And also the hospital just gets colder at night. Even with like all the temperature regulation that it has, it just does. So hence the warm up hoodie jacket. This will be good for winter as well, or even on my way into work if it's like nighttime or a brisk morning. Just kind of like put it on, then take it off partway through the day, and just kind of like a nice work jacket. So in terms of features, it's got little thumb holes, which I actually really like. It's got 2 pockets here, nice big zippered pockets. It's got these stretchy side panels up here to give you more room and more shape and actually more ventilation, so it's not super overheating. So you're not overheating even though it is keeping you warm. And it's got this band around the bottom. It fits nice and snug, and it's got a little hood. There are no pull strings for the hood, so it's just going to sit as it sits. But overall, this is kind of a nice little zip up. Okay, so it is made out of the Spinrix. It's 65% rayon, 30% nylon, and 5% spandex. So that explains why it feels a bit more stretchy and a bit more soft than the other ones, but this is really nice. So that was it for part 2 of my haul from Jaanuu Scrubs. As I said, I spent about $1,000 on parts 1 and 2 and combined. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, I tried to get as many different styles as possible, and while there were some fails, there were some definite loves. And I found out the kinds that I really, really enjoy, and some that are fine, and I will wear regardless. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please leave a comment down below on what your favorite scrub was, whether or not you think you would buy from Jaanuu, what kind of you want me to try from them in the future, if there's something else you want me to try. And if you want to see more medical or doctor related videos like doctor reacts kind of things, because those are something I'm interested in doing. I'm not going to do any medical advice videos just because of the legal ramifications of stuff like that, so please don't ask. But if you want to see like doctor reacts to medical memes kind of thing, I would be much more than happy to do that. So if you liked the video, please obviously like the video, subscribe to the channel so you can be around for more videos, and I will see you next time, beautiful people. Bye!